Good news from our channel sponsors, thefogofwargames.co.uk. They are offering all of our channel subscribers 10% discount on top of their already discounted products, with free delivery on all orders over £35. Just head over to the website and enter The Ministry into the discount box on checkout to get your extra discount and support the channel at the same time. Hello and welcome to the Ministry of Miniatures, and today I am joined by Olaf and Leigh, and that can only mean one thing. We are heading to Sicily for a game of Chain of Command 2. So this is our board, we've got the figures, we will go through what we're going to do for today's battle. Okay, so this is a small area in Sicily. We're going to be doing the USA versus an Italian force. Starting on this side, we have a building here, and then we've got some walls, which, Leigh, you said they're going to be medium obstacles?
Medium obstacles.
And then on the far side here?
We've got just some broken ground, rocky terrain, which will give hard cover and will count as probably actually rocky hillsides, rough ground.
Okay, cool. And then we've got a lovely orchard in the middle, which always looks very good. And there's some boggy areas around this stream that's running right down the centre of the table.
It won't affect terrain, they'll just give soft cover.
Okay, very good. There's a road up the middle.
The river will be a minor obstacle.
Okay. Then we've got some more walls, another building, and then on this side we've got a wheat field. Is that going to impact on play?
Just soft cover if you're stationary.
But to be fair, there's a wall
around
it. Excellent. So there we go. We've got some lovely buildings as well that Leigh's brought over. So it is hopefully themed well enough for our battle in Sicily. So there we go. Okay, so we've both just rolled for force morale, and we both rolled 4. So the US are on force morale of 10 and the Italians are on a force morale of 10. So both very much up for the fight today. Okay, so as we get ready, we're going to be playing a game from one of the scenarios in the book, which is delaying action. We've set out a designated area on the board, which you can see the red dice, and then Olaf's just put 3 markers inside that area as part of getting ready for deployment. Okay, so the Americans have just put the 3 points here on the edge. And then I need to roll a dice to see how many free moves I get. So on the 3.
3, you get 2 moves.
2 moves. So let's get ready to start them.
It goes to the attacker, first. So the attacker now has the first phase of the patrol phase proper. Okay,
so I'm just going to bring that one up there. Okay. So it keeps them all within 12. And then we'll come back when we've finished the patrol phase. So there we go. The Italians have managed to push up and they've locked us in. We're pretty much going to be on the back foot, although this one here will probably be able to come back behind cover. So there we go. Let's work out where we're going to put our jump off points.
So that one, so anywhere in that arc there.
And how far back do I
At least 6, which at least 6 will take you into the scrub. So basically where you put it, let's just move the scrub around a bit so it's flat. Take all the other bits off for a minute.
So there we go, the Italians have put their last one in the building. They've got 1 in the orchard here, and then 1 in the undergrowth along here. The Americans haven't really managed to get very far forward. We've got 1 just behind the wall here, 1 behind the wall on this side, and then 1 just off the rocks on there. So there we go. That is the jump-off points all set up, ready for the start of the battle. Okay, support points. Let's start with the Americans. So it's D6 plus... So it's going to be 10.
10. The Italians then get half of that. 5. But your platoon, we established after much tweaking, is going to be a 0. And the American Armoured Rifles are a +6. So you get another 6. So you'll actually have 11 support points.
Wow. That's scary. That is really, really terrifying.
So you've got lots to bring. So it should make for a good battle. Okay, so first up we've got the American force.
So Red Bull is a senior leader, leading the force with Grizzly as his platoon sergeant. He has a 60mm mortar team of 5 men. The platoon HQ section is Raider with 5 riflemen, and we've opted to upgrade 2 of those riflemen to form a bazooka team.
Very good.
Murphy and Miller leave the 2 rifle sections, each of which is a team of 5 guys with carbines and 4 with carbines and a single submachine gun. Lucky Ralph leads the LMG teams, which are 2 5-man LMG teams, and we've taken as our support a medic, a regular Sherman, and a red dice for command.
Brilliant. So that is the Americans. So let's have a look at the Italians. Okay, Lee's going to quickly take us through the Italian force.
So
Olaf.
the Italian force is based on the work done on the Zimmer Kameraden website, but we've tweaked it slightly to represent a little bit more what we think works. So it's got an officer, Kniespiel, is leading his platoon. Now, Italian platoon sections were big sections, but we've determined that because of how they're tactically used, we're actually going to treat them as two. So he's got twice, Grey Wolf and Jensen. Grey Wolf is leading 2 LMG teams, but the Breda machine gun was so poor, it's only going to get 5 dice each. And then a 10-man rifle section. And he's got that twice, representing the 2 sections. For support options, they've chosen to upgrade the NCO and 2 of the riflemen in the rifle sections to carry submachine guns. Then he's taken an Elefantino 47mm anti-tank gun, and Wheelie is commanding the L5-3, wasn't it? I can't remember which one it was. Yeah. L5 light tank with twin machine guns, L5-21, which was based on the French FT-17 but manufactured in Italy.
There we go, brilliant. And we've got all the patrons as junior and senior leaders, so very nice. So let's get ready to fight this out. Americans are going to go first. So we do have a red die. So Lee, do you want to roll those? And we'll see what we get. 6, 5, so at least we got...
Another point of chain of command, it's going to be us to go next. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think I'd like to probably deploy a scout team. Probably get the tank on.
Yeah.
Probably with a section with it. And probably wait for senior leaders till we know where they're needed.
Okay, so with the Americans, the tank has come on, Jono's there, and I presume that's the
Place
main
both
gun.
the main gun and the coax on Overwatch.
Yeah.
A rifle section in the field next to them to give it a bit of cover.
Yeah.
And on the far side in the rocks, a scout team is going to try and push up and find a route forward for its infantry section.
Yeah, very nice. You did that in a game we played, well, we didn't record, and I was quite impressed with that, so hopefully we'll be able to show you how that works on today's battle. Okay, so that's the Americans, so it's now over to the Italians. Oh, double phase, that's good.
Double phase is always good.
So the Americans get point of chain of command.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so with the 3, Olaf's brought in, that's your rifles section, isn't it?
One rifle section, yeah.
Off of the jump off point there. And then the Elefantino is off of the jump off point in the house there, and that's gone on Overwatch. So, obviously expecting the tank to come up, but it is a double phase, so you get to go again. So it's going to be us next, and then it's 3, 1, 1, 3. Okay, so with Olaf, he's brought on the LMG squad here. Then you're going to fire your Elefantino, but you've also got your tank on, haven't you, which is in the field on the far side here on the 3. So you are now going to fire your Elefantino.
Let's see what happens.
So I think if you have a look at line of sight, you will almost certainly agree with me that there's not a lot of the tank you can see. Cover, isn't it? So it's 2/3 cover, so it's very badly skewed. So it's a 9. Target hasn't moved flat out, you haven't moved, no one's rotated their turret, there's no shock, not low profile or small, no range bands.
Actually, no. Do you know what? I think I'm not going to fire.
You're not? You're going to... Yeah,
Let's play surprise attack on this one. He's on Overwatch, he's not going anywhere. I think I'll just keep those guys where they are, just shuffle them further across.
You want to do. So 2d6 and you're moving to the edge of the orchards and 7. So they are facing this way at the moment because that's the way they move. But
I must admit I love the orchard.
Okay, so back to the Americans. So it's going to be Italians next. We've got point of chain of command, which takes us up to a whole dice. And then we've got 2, 2, 3, and a 3. Okay, so what we think we're going to do is with the 2, we're going to bring on the LMGs. With the 3, we're going to either advance the tank or put some suppressing fire down, probably advance some suppressing fire. We're going to get Miller to move up, and we're going to try to see what we can do with
scouts.
With the scouts.
So let's do that first. So we're going to spend a point of chain of command to do a recce action, which allows us to activate the scout team, and they're going to move 2d6 to try and get into the orchards. They will lose a pip per dice because they're in this rocky ground, but they will be tactical. So they're actually only going to move 3 inches. So they're only going to get to the edge of the... Which is not really... We'd like to get into the orchards before we deploy.
Yeah.
So that...
Okay, and then next I guess we'll do the infantry unit, shall we?
Bring this infantry up. I go 9 inches, which gets them up pretty much to the wall.
There we go. Okay, so they've just done their 2d6, and because the American doctrine is they can march and fire, we've put some suppressing fire down on the Italian LMGs here, just to give us the edge. Okay, so we do the tank next, or LMGs?
Yeah, so I think the tank. So I think he will activate, so Jono is going to activate the bow machine gun to put some suppressive fire down on the corner of the building there.
Yep.
And then he's going to move forward up to 2d6, stopping at the corner alongside the infantry. Standard vehicle, so he's got a bit more than that. So you can interrupt now, though. You are on Overwatch. I think you have got...
I think if I have the opportunity, then yes.
I don't think it's completely clear, but it is only obscured, so you start on a 7.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that suppressive fire should affect.
On a 3, no.
Not a chance.
Okay, so Olaf is going to activate his Overwatch on Miller's men as they were coming up.
They are more than 18, so you need 5s or 6s.
4.
Not bad.
On the rifled set team, oh, is a shock and a kill. And 2 on the one with the submachine gun in it is a point of shock. Kill, but Miller is not the one that goes down.
That's just that rifleman.
Okay, we then deploy over here and they will open fire. They are belt-fed machine guns like the Germans, so they get 8 dice each.
Do my guys...
After we've shot.
After we shot, because deployment doesn't count as movement.
Gotcha.
So
I know.
we are within 18, so we need 4s. So the first machine gun gets 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, and the second machine gun gets 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. So 8 hits in total on you. So that'll be 4 and 4.
Okay.
So the one without
2.
2 shot because you're in soft cover. Two shock as well. An LMG 5 dice with 2 points of shock. 4. So it's within 18, so you normally hit on 4s, but you're under suppressive fire, which reduces it to 5s.
Nothing.
No hits at all. Suppressive fire reduced the return fire. Now we've still got that 3 unspent.
Yep, so there we go. We've decided not to bring any more troops on so we don't bunch, and it's going to be back over to Italians. So 2 points of chain of command.
I started with nothing.
3, 1 and a 2. Okay.
So, junior leader on the Elefantino. Sorry.
Okay.
So, Krabacher on the Elefantino is going to use his orders to get the Elefantino to fire. And as Leigh so kindly explained to us, because he's a junior leader, he can basically give it a +1 to fire, which would cancel the -1 from the suppressing fire.
That's by spending both of his orders to activate the gunner, so he is directing the gun personally rather than just saying get one and shoot.
Very nice.
And that means we're going to take a pot shot at the Sherman over there.
Nope. So it's going to be a 7 to hit.
Because it's still obscured slightly.
We didn't move flat out. You haven't moved. You haven't rotated your turret. There's no shot. We're not small or low profile. There's no range.
9.
9. That is a hit. No 6s in there. So there's no
Unfortunately.
hitting any good areas. AP. And the Sherman. American Sherman.
Okay, so you've got 6 dice to get
5s or 6s hitting the front armour.
No.
nothing.
Not at all. It doesn't mean it's nothing.
We
But
get
the
2.
Americans have got 1, so it does mean the round bounces off with no effect. When you shoot, we haven't moved, you get +1 to hit.
Yeah, you're going to move, of course.
We might do.
And
Depends
then
what the dice come out.
Grey Wolf is going to use his orders to get rid of the shock, or some of the shock.
1 point of shock for 1 order, yep. And then get them to open fire. Who are they going to shoot at?
I think we're just going to repeat what we did before.
Okay. So the team nearest the table edge has still got 1 point of shock on it, so it's 5 dice. Short range, 4s, but suppressive fire makes it 5s. And get 3 hits.
Very good.
So that's 2 on the one on the table edge. It's a pair of kills. Might be a rubbish weapon, but it still hurts. And the other machine gun, no effect. Those 2 kills are not Lucky Ralph, so that has knocked that down to, we're actually a man short there, so it should have been 5 crew. Again, 5 dice for the Braider, but it has got 2 points of shock on it, so it loses a dice, it goes down to 4. It's long range 5, but on suppressive fire we'll need 6. It's
5 and 6, 1 6.
just 1 hit. He's a man last time, and is no effect.
Oh well. Again, as long as we try.
Yeah. So, at the end of your phase, the suppressive fire comes off, and then it's the Americans. So that 5 does nothing. That 6 means it will be the Italians next. That 5 gives us a point of chain of command. And we've got a 3 and 2 1s.
Yep.
He's going to spend a point of chain of command going back down to 5 to move the scout team tactically. That's better. Into the edge of the orchards. Now the question is, do we want to deploy that rifle team now rather than fire those machine gunners? And 2 chain of command points to use the scout team as a jump off point, which allows us to deploy these guys. I don't think, double check.
So there we go, we deployed Murphy's men into the orchards, and they're going to fire, aren't they, with the
They are indeed.
junior leader.
We are within 12. So that means we will get 2 dice from the submachine gun first of all, hitting on 4s. No hits from the submachine gun. And then we've got a 5-man rifle team, a 4-man rifle team, and because it's on a 3, Murphy can fire his carbine as well.
Yep.
And these are American carbines. So it's short range, but they also get Storm of Steel because they're semi-automatic. So it's 4s because it's short range. So we got 5 hits, but we've got a pair of 6s there, so that's semi-automatics kicking in, which is another hit, which is still a 6. So that's it. So just 6 hits.
Just.
Yeah, all one big blob. So 4 points of shock and a kill.
5, isn't it?
4. 4 shock.
Oh,
And a
sorry.
kill.
Yeah.
So 4 shock. See if that kill is the leader.
Oh.
It is. The leader's been hit. What happens to him? 2. He is stunned. So that fire put 4 points of shock on and stunned Karolak, which means he's unconscious or unable to activate until the end of the turn. And it also forces a force morale for a junior leader wounded on the Italians.
There's 1
One dice, yeah. 5. Junior leader wounded on a 5 is a point of force morale.
Takes you down to 9.
Yep.
So with the 1, Jono is going to fire the main gun at the Elephantina.
Yeah.
He's not worried about moving.
So Jono's going to fire a round of HE at the Elephantino. We've already agreed earlier when we deployed the Elephantino that it only counts as soft cover, because although half of them behind the building, the other half are going to have to be lying out around the gun in the open. He hasn't got a gun shield, unlike most anti-tank guns, so we won't get a bonus for that. So we need 4s to hit, again with Storm of Steel for HE. So that's 3, but 2 Storm of Steels. Just one. Unfortunately, there's not 4 6s there, which would have been nice because that would have blown up the Elephantino gun irrespective of what it does to the gun. So it is 4 hits. Goes down to soft cut open for the HE. So it's 2 points of shock and a kill. See if that kill is the leader. Karalak was out there directing fire last turn. Oh no, it wasn't Karalak, was it?
5.
Karabacha, but he managed to duck it, so it's just one dead, but 2 points of shock, which will reduce the effectiveness of its return fire.
Okay, next up is the light machine gun here. It's just going to fire into these guys. It has 8 dice.
Short range, hitting on 4s.
So that's just 2 hits.
2 hits, 1 on each team. The one on this side,
Nothing.
nothing, and the one on the other side.
Nothing. Oh, they're not fussed about that, are they?
And that ends the American turn.
You're shot.
And your turns are up. Oh, double phase. That's always good. 2
Double
2
phase,
points.
that gives us a point of change of command.
Yeah. And he gets 2 points of change.
I
of
get
command.
2 more
But
change.
you do get the 1 as well, so
You could
You know
fire
what
the
you-
Elephantino.
that's what I was going to say.
The
I
Elephantino
know
is
what I'll
going
do.
to shoot.
So you're Elephantino 6, was it?
So it needs a 7 to hit
With 2 dice, yeah.
with 2 dice. However, we didn't move, haven't moved, no rotation. You lose a point for every shock, so that's a -2. But you hit us with the last round and we are targeting fire stationary is a +1, so it's a net -1. So 7 or more on 2 dice with a net -1.
8.
8, the -1 is a 7, and more importantly, the 6 means it's hit a weak point, so you get 1 extra strike dice. So you've got 7 strike dice this time against 6 armour for the Sherman. So
That's
7
six.
needing 5s or 6s.
One.
Got a 6.
1, so there is 1 impact.
And then the Americans.
4. Ba-doing.
So not that weak.
Well, that's just gone up by another 1.
It can be moved 18 inches in any direction, but it must be at least 6 inches to the rear of friendly troops and either in or behind cover.
Okay, so with the Italians, Olaf's up first.
Yeah. Grey Wolf is going to take a point of shock off these guys.
So we're down to
Using
one.
to
on
one.
1. And then fire with that lot over there and that lot over there as before.
So with only
Okay.
1 point of shot, they'll fire with their full 5 dice for the Broder machine gun. So against our machine gun
Again, we
team,
start on this
hitting on
side.
4s.
Oh,
Oof.
they all hit.
5.
So we will take 3 on the full strength machine gun team, who take a point of shock. And on the understrength machine gun team, takes nothing.
They take 1, was it?
Yep, just 1. And then the other machine gun team over here at long range, so needs 5s or 6s.
2.
2, 1 on each. So full strength 5 rifleman takes a kill.
Oh.
So, although they weren't, they were already down to 4. And the 5-1 there, nothing. That hit is not Miller, just another American down.
Get these guys to fire at the guys who
Okay, so they
so rudely
for
attacked
3
me.
they can pivot on the spot, and that doesn't count as movement, so we can't interrupt that. So they're now all looking towards us. Which the way you're looking and stuff is important now in chain of command too. That
Yeah.
turn on the spot, and then you have right. So we've got to work it out.
8
So you've got 8
rifles.
riflemen and 2 submachine guns within 12 at 2 dice each.
And unfortunately,
Do we wait? Do we want to hit the dirt before that comes at us?
Yeah, I think
So
so.
we're going to spend 3 chain of command points to hit the dirt. So hitting on 4s.
It's a couple.
4.
Who are in soft cover because they've gone tactical, they've hit the dirt, they're now in hard cover. Didn't make any difference either way. And the right hand team takes 1 point of shock. So it wouldn't have made a lot of difference whether they were tactical or not, but we weren't to know that. 8 points of shock. So you are now needing a 7, -1 for the shock, +1 because you've already hit the target.
So still 7.
Still 7. 6 misses.
Damn.
Okay, back to the Americans.
So point chain of command takes back up to 2.
So let's see what we can bring on. Okay, so we're one of the 4s. We've brought Grizzly on as a senior leader. He's going to give the machine guns some support and hopefully focus some of the fire. Then,
We're going to deploy the mortar team probably back here.
yeah, that makes sense.
And they automatically, because of the big teams of the Americans, they're limited on ammo like everybody else, but they automatically come with a replen point.
Very nice. Then with the 3, we're going to do something with the Jono, and with the 2,
Murphy's section is going to activate.
Yeah, should we start there? Because I just could probably fire on it.
I don't know.
They're tactical at the moment.
They are tactical at the moment, so they're going to lose that whatever happens. What we're going to do is we're going to lose our tactical whatever we do.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to keep pressure on the Italians by advancing 1 dice and use our marching fire ability to still shoot at him with full effect.
Yep.
So 4 less the point of shock on the team means these guys can advance 3 inches. They're not going to close within close combat. So that's 8 riflemen and a submachine gun. Murphy doesn't get to shoot this time because he wasn't activated. No, there we are. We have still got it. I think we lost anyone. We got no. So the submachine gun first gets 1 hit, and then the carbines with Storm of Steel get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, but a pair of 6s. So that semi-automatic kicks in with another 6, and with a 5. So it's a total of 2, 4, 6, 8 hits on those Italians.
Can you?
Your soft cover, so it's just 1 point of shock though.
After all that.
We want to keep hitting this section, don't
Yes, we need to balance.
So 4 dice of HE, we can't see, so it's 5s or 6s, but we have got Storm of Steel, and it does reduce that soft cover to the open being HE, which means no hits at all. That wasn't very successful, and that does use up
1 shot.
Ooh, I could probably use these counters.
take up the point of shock off and get those machine guns to fire. Go on, Justin. There's the first machine gun.
Straight into these.
Yeah, straight into those on 4s.
2.
2, and then the second machine gun the same again.
It's a bit better. Another 3.
So it's 5 hits in total. You're in cover.
2 on there and 3 on there.
Okay.
2 on there is nothing at all.
And the other one is these guys.
You take a kill.
He bounced right back up again.
He doesn't want to die. No, it is him.
Okay, last up for the Americans is the Sherman.
Last one is a standard tank, so it goes 4 inches. The main reason for doing that is although we're going to make, if we come over this way, we're probably going to make ourselves a clearer target, but we get rid of that -1. But then we're going to put some HE on him, which might change it altogether. So 6 dice of HE. 2 6s so far, but it's Storm of Steel. A couple more 6s will blow up the Elephantino. No, but we have got 6 hits on him. So soft cover goes down to the open. So 3 or 4 shock, 5.
4 shocks.
4 shock takes him up to 5 shock with 5 men. 1 more shock and the anti-tank gun gets pinned.
Not liking it there, are they?
Not particularly.
Back to the Italians. So
6
it's going to be the Americans next. You get point of chain of command, so you're up to hold chain of command. And then a 4, 5, a 4, 3 and a 1.
Fantino's going to fire again.
Okay, so
With
you
Kabacha doing his
take a
bit.
point of shock off first.
Absolutely.
Takes it down to 4. If I get down here. Yep, there is no cover at all there. So you need a 5 to hit, but you have got 4 shock on you, so it's -4. And that's it, -4.
nine.
So you need 9 on 2 dice.
It's doable.
It is like that.
Yes.
And 2 6s.
2 6s means he gets 2 extra dice, so it's 8 strike dice. Are they going to go down heroically? Straight on, 5s or 6s. 3
6s.
impact.
Okay, can the American tank, can they save it?
2. So it's 1 net hit. So roll a dice for effect, Olaf. 5 takes 1 shock and the whole machine gun is destroyed.
That makes them feel a lot better.
which also means it's not on the play sheet. I wonder I should add.
And then just with the last one, that team has just shot and put suppressing fire onto the light machine guns behind the wall here to try and reduce their firepower. So, should be back to the Americans, is it?
I believe so. That's all I've done. I had some good rolls the last time with the Russians, against the Russians, because I was bringing on...
So 2 6s, so we're going to go again, but you get a point of chain of command, Olaf.
And we get one with the
We
5.
get 1 with that, which takes us back up to 3. We've got 2 3s and a 4, so clearly that's going to be Grizzly.
Yep.
I think we need to do that. Finish that Elephantino and keep hitting that infantry section.
Yes, I agree.
I think so. We'll start with Jono in the middle. So he'll take off the point of shot for one of his orders, and his second order will be to order the gun to return fire at the Elephantino. That's giving it so much grief. 1 2 3 4 hits. HE, no storm steel this time. So is it going to get away with it again? Oh no, 2 dead and a point of shock. So the first thing is to see if one of those 2 deads is Karabacha.
It is.
It is. So 1 dead. Karabacha on a 5 is wounded. But then we've got 1 2 3 4 men with 5 shock, so they become pinned, which means they can no longer move, which means they cannot get out of the way. Karabacha being wounded. 1 dice. 4 is another point of force morale for the Italians.
So you're down to 8.
So next, Murphy will take a point of shock off, and then he will order this section to fire. So again, we've got the submachine gun. We're not going to advance anymore because we'll end up in close combat. So the submachine gun puts in 1 hit, and then we're still full strength. So we've got the 9 carbines. 6, 7, 8, 9. But this time Murphy is active as well, so he's going to fire his carbine as well with Stormer Steel. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, but with 3 6s is 3 more dice. Another 2 6s.
You keep rolling like that, Lee.
I'm going to take these dice home with me. Oh dear, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 hits. Those semi-automatic rifles for Murphy are making the difference.
Ouch. Oh, that's a few dead.
2s don't make a difference, 3s don't, 4s...
4's a shock.
So you got
4s
3,
and 5's a shock.
3 dead, 3 shock.
So 3 shock takes you up to 8. Because Karalak is already stunned, he cannot be hit again. So it's just 3 dead, a couple from either end.
Yep.
Right, that however does take us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 men. Karalak doesn't count because he's stunned.
Okay.
With 8 shock. That is enough to pin that section. They have hit the dirt and are not going anywhere.
They're in a bit of a bad way there, aren't
They are a bit.
Okay.
And then finally, Grizzly is going to get these 2 machines. Yep, so they are just in. First machine gun, so it's short range 4s, but because they are suppressed, it's 5s to hit. So 2 hits from the first machine gun. And the second machine gun puts another 3 hits. So 4 hits, so 6 in total.
3.
Yeah, so
starting
3 on
with
1
the
on the
closest.
table edge. They take a kill. And the other team take a point of shock, booking them back to 2. But is it still a bad day to be an Italian leader? No, it's not.
Grey Wolf loves it.
But that was a double phase for the Americans, so they're going to go again.
Oh, God.
Another double phase, but another point of chain of command for you. 2 points of chain of command for the Americans. And then a 1 and a 3. Murphy, having pinned those Italians, he is now going to drive them out of the orchards. So he is going to advance just 1d6. 1 inch, which brings him within 4 inches to initiate a close combat. It does also put them within 4 inches of that jump off point, which means it is currently, I can't remember the correct term, but basically it means it can't be used until the Americans are driven back outside 4 inches from it. And I'm going to leave that 3 there because Murphy has currently only spent 1 order, so at the end of this combat he might want to take some shock off.
Okay.
1 dice per man excluding leader. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, everyone is present.
And you've got 7 of you?
I believe so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 men. Okay. We then, every leader order adds a dice. Karolak is stunned, so it adds nothing. Murphy will add 2 dice. Each 2 firepower supporting unit. A supporting unit is one that's within 4 of the unit being attacked. It can either join into the combat or it can provide support. In this case, there's no one there covering, but if there'd been a machine gun maybe back there, it could have supported him. No one is elite, no one is green. We have used 1 dice of movement, which is why we only move 1 dice. So that just gives you 1 dice added extra to yours,
Okay.
which represents that short range fire at the last minute. Every 2 shock, we've got none, you have got 8, so you will lose 4 dice.
Yikes.
Every submachine gun or assault rifle, the Americans have got 1 submachine gun. Karolak's won't count, but you did pay the extra points for 2 submachine guns, so that will add 2 dice in. You've got no light machine guns. If you had a light machine gun there, it would have added 3 dice.
Ooh,
So we'd have had 6 dice if we tried to assault one of your submachine gun sections, so we're probably not going to do that until they're in deep trouble. You are in light cover, so we will lose 1/3 of our dice. So we will lose 5. But you are pinned, so you will lose half of yours, rounding up. So we have got 8 dice and you've got 3 dice. Every 5 is a shot, every 6 is a kill. That wasn't very good.
I've got 2 4s and a 5.
So we take 1 shock, which we'll take there, and you take 2 shock, which takes you up to 10. But that is a draw, so we fight again immediately. So we're going to need to calculate it all over again. So we start with 10 riflemen, you start with 7, that hasn't changed.
Yep.
We've still got 2 orders. No one's fired, no one's green. There's no movement this time, because it's an ongoing combat now. You now have got 10 shock, so you will lose 5 dice. We have only got 1 shock, so that doesn't affect us at all. We've got our 1 submachine gun, you've still got your 2 submachine guns. But this time, we're not attacking light cover. You've had that moment where you've got the cover advantage.
Yep.
We're now in among you, but you are still pinned, so you half your dice. So we have now got a lot more, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 this time. And the Italians are down to 2.
Ouch.
That's better because that's going to be 4 dead Italians and 3 more shock. No, so they put a point of shock on that team. There will be 4 dead Italians, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 3 points of shock, taking us up. The dial only goes to 12.
Another dial?
Another dial, 13. Which, unsurprisingly, 13 with 3 guys. But first of all, they've lost the combat by 4. So all leaders who are killed or stunned surrender. So we're going to capture Karolak. They will... Oh, no, yeah. Sorry, let me read that again. If all leaders are killed or stunned, they will surrender. So the Italians will surrender. If their leader had still been there, they'd have run away. So we have basically stormed forward and captured those Italians. So
Nice.
we will need to detach men to look after them. A section wiped out.
Yep.
So 1 foot dice for force morale for that.
3.
3 is a point of force morale. And you have also had a junior leader captured. 2 points of force morale. Takes you down to 5, which I don't think affects your force morale just yet. No, you're still on 5 command dice. And then his last command was to take one of those points of shock off. So we'll drop around the second round of HE onto that machine gun team. We still can't see it ourselves, so it's still long range. But that is 2 hits with a Storm of Steel. Still just 2 hits, 1 on each, but you will count as in the open because soft cover goes down to the open. So this side, so 3 or 4 shock, 5, 6 kill.
Nothing.
Nothing. And on the other side, 3 to shock. So that doesn't count. That gives us 2 points of chain of command. Now what I would like to do is we're going to activate that section over there with a 2.
Yeah.
They're going to move forward up to the edge of the orchards. We may as well use both dice. So be comfortably even 3 inches, but we contact the jump off point as well.
Yeah. And then you're going to end the turn.
And then I'm going to end the turn with a full chain of command dice. Drag our prisoners along behind us. And then we will end the turn with a full chain of command dice. And we'll go through the end turn sequence. So we'll spend our full chain of command dice. So end of turn. Stunned leaders now recover. Well, for what it's worth, he's not stunned anymore. Roof smoke, there isn't any bombardment. Captured jump off, so that comes off. And that forces a force morale on the Italians for a jump off point. 2 loses a point of force morale for them, which takes them down to 4, which will cost them 1 of their command dice, so they are down to 4 command dice. Pinned and broken units check. They're still pinned, so they stay pinned. And no immobilised vehicle, no unstable buildings, and that then ends the Americans and hands it over to the Italians.
Okay, so Olaf's going to use one of his chain of command, his chain of command dice to negate the...
So that stays on 5.
Yes.
Because we always forget that one. You can use a whole chain of command dice to avoid taking a force morale. So he'd avoid taking the force morale for losing that jump off point, keeping his force morale at 5 and keeping his full 5 dice.
Yes, there we go. And then it's back to the Italians and you've got your full 5 dice still. Well, there you go, you get 2 chain of command points. A 1, 2 and a 3.
Other machine gun section.
No, we do that.
Okay.
So that is the
So
3
with your
points.
3, you're bringing on your machine gun, your light machine gun section.
And as we've said before, when you deploy, the section's automatically activated, so they're all going to be firing. But in addition, Sturz can use Gruppo Militari, which is probably horribly ill pronounced, and is basically the equivalent to the German machine Gewehre that the Sergeant Major, who commanded the whole section, if he was directing the machine gun fire. So it's going to be 2 lots of 5, and his 2 orders of directing one of those adds another 2 dice, giving 12 dice at short range into Murphy. And with only 1 point of chain of command, we can't hit the dirt, so we're just going to have to take it. Hitting on 4s.
Do they get storm skill with that?
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
it's
they should have done, yeah. So how many 6s did we get?
3.
3, but we should have done it per team. So roll a dice, 4 plus, the 2 6s were from the one that was... No, so you only had 1 6 on the one that was firing. That's another 1 though. 2, 4, 6, 7.
Okay.
So what we just did there is, because we should have done, Stutz only activates 1 team with the machine Gewehre equivalent and gets the Storm of Steel. And because we forgot that, we split it as 2 and 1 and just saw whether the odd one landed on the team he fired and it didn't. So we've got 7 hits, so we're going to take 4 on these guys with the submachine gun right in front. And they're going to take, 2 kills. And then 3 over on this side. And they just take a point of shock, taking them up to 2. Is it a leader? It's not, which is fortunate because it'd be funny if they shot Karolek, who's a prisoner now. So the Elephantino then?
No. So next up is the LMGs.
Yeah. So we've got 5 dice LMG and a 5 dice LMG, but 3 shock there, so they'll lose a dice. So I'll be Are you putting them all this way or are you splitting? And that suppressing files once it's done.
I think I'm going to take them all on that.
All on there. So 9 dice, short range, into Lucky Ralph with Grizzly. Hitting on 4s.
2, 3, 4. Yeah.
4 hits.
2 and 2.
Go on then, Justin.
Oh,
So-
I'm sure you want me to do this.
Well, there you've been smart. So the small team, point to shock. I've got one over here, and the other team is a kill. Is that either Lucky Ralph or Grizzly? No, it's not. It missed last time, didn't it?
I did, unfortunately.
So it's a 5 because we're in the open, and 5 points of shock. Yeah,
Yes,
it did, didn't it? And 5 points of shock means you're going to need a 10 to hit. 2d6 minus 5, needing 5. 9 minus 5 is 4, just misses. That was a pretty good round considering, but the Italian artillery was their elite arm.
Okay, back to the Americans.
Oh, that's a good roll. That's lots and lots.
Let's have a think about
Start over here with Murphy. So Murphy's going to activate on a 3 and take off 2 points of shock for both his orders. Then we're going to use the red dice 2 to activate the section to fire. So we've still got the submachine gun there, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 riflemen. And because it's on a 2, Murphy won't be firing. So we've got the submachine gun hitting on 4s. Obviously these guys down here now. 1 hit. And then the carbine's hitting on 4s but with Storm of Steel. So 3 hits with 1 Storm of Steel. So 5 hits in total on Stutz and his newly deployed machine gun grouper.
Well, I'll take...
It's much of a match, isn't it, at the moment?
I'll take 2 on this side and 3 on Justin's side.
So 2 on these
2
guys
side.
down here. Take a point of shock.
And 3 on your side. Also a point of shock.
That's alright, isn't it? Let's see if we can finish off that Elephantino.
Yep.
It's only 2 hits. That Elephantino is giving us far too much trouble for what it is. And no effect. Oh no, you're in the open because the HE, so that is a point of shock. But that's still 6 on 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're not broken. So that'll stay on 5.
Yeah, because he's pinned and behind the soft cover.
3 will be no effect.
Yeah. Okay, and then
Right,
last couple of bits for the Americans.
Drop our third rounded HE in on that machine gun section.
Yeah, that machine gun nest.
Or do we want to hit on that one?
Yeah, go for
Yeah,
the fish one.
we'll hit those guys over there. 2 hits with a Storm of Steel. Just 2 hits, so 1 on each, but you will be in the open because it's soft cover. So the one on this side, so 3 or 4 shot, 5, 6 kill is a kill, and that one,
Nothing. 2.
2, nothing. So see if that kill is a leader. It is. It's not a good day to be an Italian leader. Sturch is wounded. So junior leader wounded, force morale, which you can't avoid this time.
Unfortunately not.
On a 4 is a point, so it will knock you down to 4 and you will lose a command dice.
And we've got the machine guns, so they're both going to fire, so straight into these guys. Okay, so the first machine gun, 4 hits. Or is it
5 hits. Short
5?
range, it's with an 18, 5 hits.
So that's 5 and 6, 7 hits.
7 hits.
1 shock.
Yeah.
Which seems to be a nothing.
It's nothing at all yet.
And 2 on the other side.
3 on the other side, because it was 7 hits altogether. It was a point of shot, gets them up to 4. But it does mean you've got 5 shot with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 men overall, so they're not happy, but they're not in trouble yet.
Yet.
And then we've just got
And
the
then
section.
Miller is going to do, we may as well do marching fire at them if we get far enough forward, which we probably won't.
Because we've got a tank in the way.
Well, and we've got to lose our highest dice, and then we've got to lose a point off for the shot.
They're not going anywhere.
No, why would we want to cross the wall, Sarge? We're quite happy. Long range, 5s or 6s.
So you still get to fire.
Just 1 hit.
I'll take it on
The furthest
the
section.
furthest one because they're the healthiest.
But they do take a point of shock.
So it's going to be 2.
So they were on.
So these ones are on 2 and
They're on 4, so it's 6 with 7 men, so 2 more and they'll get pinned.
Okay, back to the Italians. Double phase and 2 chain of commands, so that gives you a
That gives
dice.
us a whole point of chain command.
And you get to go again.
What can I do with...
What do you roll?
What a full die here, and I was just wondering what that could benefit.
Buddy, also it could avoid taking another force morale test to keep you on 4 dice and keep you in the fight.
Yeah. 5, which does nothing.
Might give you another pip.
1, 2, and a 4.
So you want to put him, because they can see, it does mean if he gets shot at, he's at risk, but he has to be within 4. I thought you were going to fire down here, weren't you? That was the bigger
Oh,
threat.
that's true, sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
There.
So you're bringing senior leader on. Which senior leader is it?
So
Nispel, yeah. And
Nispel's
he's-
going to come on. He's got 3 orders, so I believe the plan is to take 3 shock off,
Correct.
knocking them down to 2, and then the Elephantino can fire.
Fire.
So it needs a 5, but it's only at -2 now. Oh, it just missed.
I could have worked there.
It had the possible.
And
potential.
then you're going to fire down here.
Correct.
So you've got 2 machine gun sections with only a point of shock on each one. So they're firing at full effect.
Okay, so it's 5 and 5 for
Until there's a pause in the action and they have that moment to see, actually, hang on, we've got an opportunity to do something, they stay pinned. So we've got the 10 dice shooting into, hitting on 4s. It looks...
Reasonable. Is that 5?
Yep.
So it'll be 3 on the 5-man rifle team over here who haven't taken any casualties. Who take 2 points of shock. Straight back on. And then 2 on what is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it was only a 2-man team now. They took all the hits, but they take nothing.
I thought you were going to roll a double 6 then.
That would have been hilarious.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, back to the Americans. So it's going to be back to the Italians. We get points.
So Grizzly can keep going there. You can keep going. It's much of a muchness. Jono is going to order his gunner once again to fire at the Elephantino. Oh dear, 1 hit.
Doesn't like it, does he?
No.
They've shocked him.
1. No effect as well.
It'd be funny if the Elephantino suddenly pulls the cat out of the bag and blows it up. And there you go.
Right, so Miller's going to take a point of shock off them. And once again, he's going to try and cross that wall and put some marching fire on them. So he loses the 6 as the highest dice. The 5 goes down to a 4 because of the point of shock. It does mean we get 4 inches across. And then we can string them out there. And then we can put some fire down. So it's 7 carbines. 5, 6, 7 carbines with just 1 shock has no effect. So 7 dice with Storm of Steel. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to check the range. They are still over 18, so 4s won't help. But we have got 2 Storm of Steel there, which unfortunately we're just a little bit too far out. Point of shock made the difference, so that's 3 hits, so 2 and 1.
What's the...
2 and 4.
So 2 and 1.
1 on the 2. 1 on the 4.
Yeah. Nothing.
And 2 on the other one.
2 points of shock. That does unfortunately take you up to 8 shock.
For 7 men.
With 7 men, so they are indeed pinned. So the decap's better cover, but their firepower is halved.
That's quite good shooting then, wasn't it, really, to do the move.
Yeah.
And then last up we've got...
We've got Miller over here.
yeah, do you want to do that first?
So we've got the submachine gun and 6 carbines, but 2 shock will lose a carbine because it's on the carbine. So the submachine gun gets nothing, and the carbines get 3 hits. So 2. They're always all the same at the moment.
All that's a dead.
Kill, and 1 on the other one.
Shock.
A shock, so that takes him up to 2 shock. Is it Sturz again? Is he going to get hit again? No, he's not. And then finally Grizzly, and activate the whole section to start to keep firing.
Okay, so the first machine gun into the Italians.
4s,
Yeah, so that's 5 hits.
5 hits.
And then the next lot, 6, 7 hits.
7 hits.
That's weird last time from them, wasn't it?
But you are pinned now, so you are in hard cover. So I think they're both the same, so...
4 and 3.
3 on your side.
Okay, so any 5s or 6s, 2 dead.
And then that side there would be 4.
Oh dear, 2 dead. So there's a pretty good chance Grey Wolf is going to be one of those hits. He is indeed. So one of those stands back up.
Don't forget, you do have a chain of command
Yeah,
to
for the fourth
prevent.
round in a minute, but
Yeah.
let's see what happens to Grey Wolf. He is killed. So we've got that, but we've also got the fact there are 3 men there with 7 shock, so they are going to break. So they're going to run 2d6 plus 6 away. Olaf?
Yep. 2d6 plus 6.
15.
15 inches. They don't worry about terrain. They run away, and then they become pinned all the way back there. So you've got 2 force morales to take, which you might want to avoid one of them. So the section 1, on a 1 to 3 you'll lose a point, on a 4+ you'll lose 2 points, and it's the same for the leader, so it's moot point which one you avoid, if you want to avoid one.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so avoid one of them, and then the other one, so avoid the leader one. Section 1, on a 1 to 3 you lose a point, on a 4 to 6 you lose 2 points. Lose 2 points of force morale, which takes the Italians down to 2, which will reduce their dice down to 3. And then it is over to the Italians.
On that cherry note. Oh, you didn't want the 6, did you?
No, not really. That does
Not
nothing.
5, really.
5 gives me...
But you can fire your Elefantino. It'd be rude not to,
The
wouldn't it?
Elefantino is doing well.
It is. Well, it's taking out, he's going up against a Sherman and holding his own.
So that's a 5 to hit with 2 points of shock. It just misses again.
That's the second time I rolled
Second
that.
time it's done that.
But they are still standing.
They
Yes.
are. So you will go next. We have got a point of chain of command.
Okay, so first up, we're going to use 1 for the mortar.
1 for the mortar, which is going to use the replen point to get 3 more rounds. And then it's going to fire a round of HE down towards that building, getting no hits at all. It cannot find the range.
Hallelujah.
Then Murphy down here is going to take a point of, you're going to use the red 3. He's going to take a point of shock off to knock that down to 1. And then he's going to activate his section to fire. So again, that's the submachine gun. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbines.
Those carbines are pretty nifty, aren't they?
Plus Murphy himself, because it was on a 3. And with only 1 shot, we don't lose anything. So the submachine gun still can't hit. But the carbines, with their storm of steel, have only managed 3 hits this time. So we've got a 3-man team and a 4-man team, with both with 2 shock.
1 on that side.
1 on the 3-man team, takes a point of shock, takes them up to 3. And 2 on the 4-man team, point of shock, takes them up to 3. So you've got 6 shock with 4, 7, 8 men. On a 1, is going to fire 6 rounds of HE at that pesky Elefantino, which has been a much more even duel than I expected. And he's
Still
got
is.
1 hit, but it was Storm of Steel for HE. Still just 1 measly hit. The Elefantino
2
ignores it. And then Miller is going to order his men forward towards that jump-off point, which is going to block Jono's line of fire, but I can live with that. But they only go 4 inches, so they're probably not even going to block his line of fire. With a point of shock on them, we're only going 3 inches. So we will have to redeploy the tank. Will make no difference to the Elefantino firing back, because obviously it doesn't worry about shooting through enemy troops. And that, tragically, is the Americans done. That wasn't a very effective turn.
Let's see what the Italians can do then.
I am so impressed with my little Elefantino.
Oh,
Same again.
You rolled exactly the same last time. But it's the Elefantino again, isn't it? So
Of course.
Yeah. That is a hit. 6 dice for the Elefantino. 1 hit.
oh, it's a bit back and forwards with the 1 hit, isn't it?
But it depends how many you save, Justin. 1 hit. So it's 0 net hit, so that still has an effect. So roll a dice, a single dice, Olaf.
5.
Halt and engage the fire in the next phase. So we must activate the Sherman to engage you in our next phase. If we cannot do that, it takes a point of shock instead.
Yes.
Okay, back to the Americans. Double phase.
That does nothing. 2 points of chain of command.
Well, we have to engage the tank, don't we?
We have to use the 1 to fire the tank.
But what happens about our troops in the way?
Well, I don't think we really can, yeah. So I think it's going to have
Does
to
that
take,
mean we have to
we're going to
advance?
have to take a point of shock.
Okay. And roll again.
Well, we can still spend the 1.
Yes.
Because I don't think we can't fire over our own men. It's too
Should
risky.
we do the mortar again?
I think, yeah, we'll lob. They're totally ineffective. 4 dice for the 60
Let's see if I
water.
can. 1 net hit.
Storm of Steel, though. Might be more. 1 hit.
Okay.
Well, so on the 4-man team down there,
Yeah.
Nothing.
nothing.
God, they're quite happy there, aren't they?
All right, try that again, Justin.
Okay, back to the Americans again on a double phase. So it's going to be Italians. We get another point and then lots of 1s and a 2.
We'll activate the 2 1s, make a 2 and activate Miller's section, and they're going to run. So they will, after the movement has finished, they will take a point of shock on each team. So I'm just going to do that now so I don't forget it, but it's after the movement, so we're only losing 1 off our movement. And we go 3d6, 10, 13 less 1, 12 inches towards that objective. And then they take the extra point of shock.
Very
I
good.
think we're down to 2 4-man teams. I think we took casualties evenly there. And then the 2 and the 1 combine together to make a 3 for Jono. So he can take that point of shock off, recover his crew after that nasty little surprise from the Elefantino, and lob a round of HE at it. 2, another 2 6s, and we could solve the problem. Another 6, and we could solve the problem. 4 6s blows up the support weapon. Oh!
I thought you had it for a second.
But it is 4 hits on you. So you're in the open, soft cover goes down to the open for the HE, back up to soft cover for the pin. So 4 5s and 6s. So 1 point of shock, and a 6 is a kill. See who it is. It's just a bloke. And you at the moment have got 1, 2, 3, 4 men, because Knitspiel is attached with 3 shock, so you remain pinned. Well, my suggestion would be that's Knitspiel,
Yeah.
probably to take all those shock off,
Yep.
that to fire, and then it's a 50-50,
Yeah.
but that's a lot of riflemen to mow us down in the open to suddenly appear.
Absolutely.
Where do you want to start?
Let's start with that.
Knitspiel, take all the shock off?
Yep. Every single little
All
bit
the
helps.
shock off.
And then fire with the...
Fire with the Elefantino, which needs a 5 to hit. And it hit last time,
So,
hasn't fired since, and we've not moved, so it's a +1 to hit.
so it's a...
4, effectively a 4. 8 with a 6 is a weak point, so it's going to get an extra strike dice. So it's got 6 up to 7 strike dice. Only 1. But Justin now has to make some saves. 2, 4, 6.
Come on.
He
Yes,
makes
2.
2 saves. Doing. But Jono is...
Very well
So
aware
we're
that
just shooting away at each other, and
you're very aware that there's an Elefantino sitting
you're very aware there's a Sherman there. Just...
Right, then possibly this could make a big impact.
I
If
am
you
going
can
to-
deploy on a 4+, if you're
2
hesitant,
dice,
because
isn't it?
one
Yeah,
dice,
1 dice.
4 or more, because the senior leader's off the table. They deploy.
Yes.
So we're immediately going to spend 3 chain of command.
Okay, so we're going to use 3.
We're going to use
points of
3
shock.
points of chain of command to hit the dirt.
Makes no difference where he is, does it?
So that is 8 riflemen.
So that gives me 8 there.
And
Plus-
2 submachine guns within 12 of 2 dice each.
Ooh, that could be nasty.
We didn't get there in time, and they've managed to reinforce that position that we thought was empty. 4s.
Quite a few.
Oh dear. Good job
9.
we did hit the dirt. So what's that? 2,
9.
4, 6, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Right. Off you go. So if we were in the open, it would have been 3 or 4 shock, 5, 6s kill. As it is, that's 3 shock. That would have been 3 kills if we hadn't have hit the dirt, those 5s. So as it is, we got up to 4 shock. Gone the wrong way. Up to 4 shock and a kill from that team.
Shouldn't have got me to roll these.
And 2 shock there. Takes them. So see if that 1 shock is a leader.
Kill me.
It's not. But we are on 8 shock with 1, 2, 3,
8 men.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 men. So we're not happy about life.
I can imagine.
So have the Italians just started to swing it back? We can reposition sniper or do
One of those.
vehicle assaults. So that doesn't count. Well, I think Grizzly needs to support that section moving over there, doesn't he?
He does indeed.
They definitely need to take some shock off and probably shoot. Or is it better just to keep tactical? It might be better to keep tactical. Definitely needs to take 2 points of shock off, whatever he does. For his 2 orders. So that's Miller done. Grizzly is going to activate these. Do we fire for effect? Yeah, I think we need to fire for effect, don't we? Rather than suppressive fire.
Well, could we not do 1 suppressive and 1...
No, because 1 suppressive will only suppress that far.
But it's
So
only
we're
1
going to
team,
do-
isn't it? 1 big...
Yeah, but only the guys under the suppressive marker
Oh, okay.
that would be suppressed. So we'd have to fire both machine guns to suppress the whole lot.
Okay. Let's just shoot them.
Just shoot them. Okay. So the Italians here are going to hit the dirt before they get fired on by the 2 machine guns.
That's using 3 points of...
Chain
Chain
of
of
command. So the first machine gun puts in 3 hits. And the second machine gun...
The second machine gun is another 4.
So 7
again.
hits. All 1 lot. So your hard cover, so any 4s would have been shot, but now you ignore.
Just 1.
So it didn't make any difference, there was 1 kill. But is it still an unlucky day to be an Italian leader? No, it's not. So just 1 Fucilieri bites the dirt. This little duel between the Elefantino and Jono that has no effect on anything else. Oh,
That's a bit
1,
better.
2, 3, 4. And 1 Storm of Steel. 5 hits. So soft cover down to the open, but back up to soft cover for being pinned. So 4 or 5 shocks, so just 1 point of shock back on. So that was the machine,
So we
the
put the 2
submachine
ones
gun,
together.
and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbines. So
Because
the
it's starting to get
submachine
huge.
gun that hasn't hit anything for a very long time, still hasn't hit anything.
He needs to go back for training.
He does. The carbines, however, are equally ineffective and manage 1 whole hit. So you've got a 4-man team with 3 shock or a 3-man team with 3 shock.
How many hits was it?
1.
Just 1.
Yeah.
I'll go for the 4-man
4-man
team.
team. They do take a kill though.
Is it?
Is it Stuart's? It is not. You are now down to 7 men with 6 shock. We have a stream in the middle, so we're not going to be storming forward quite as effectively there.
Okay, back to the Italians. 5, 2, 2.
There's nothing else you can do with the 2.
Okay, which one are you doing first then?
Closest to you.
So
Very good.
You lost 1 guy, didn't you?
Yeah.
So that's 7 riflemen and 2 submachine guns.
So that was
You will lose your tactical as your guys get up from
7.
hiding to return
2
fire.
machine guns.
2 submachine guns, yeah.
Oh, no, I'm missing.
No.
I'm missing. Sorry.
Short range, that's alright. Short range 4s. Oh, not as effective.
2.
2
By the
hits.
looks of it. 1 on each. You can make me do it.
Yep. Nothing. And a kill. Is it Miller? It is not Miller. American NCOs are clearly better at taking cover than the Italians.
But they're leading from the back.
Yeah. Well, it's not. I say it's not. It was the Spanish during the Spanish Civil War. They were renowned for, although they dug trenches, but then they would stand up because it was a side of match to hide in the trenches. Which is why they took such horrible. So you've got 2 LMGs at 5 each. That's 10, and you've got 3 shock there, which loses a dice because it's 1 for every complete 2, and 3 shock there, which loses a dice because it's 1 for every complete 2. So you'd have 8 dice altogether. Short range 4s.
It's a bit better, isn't it? Was that 3?
Looks like. Yep, 3.
3 hits. So 1 on the 2-man team, nothing, and 2 on the other one is 2 points of shock, puts them up to 3.
And it's back to the Americans.
Can they manage to try and... So that does nothing. That's a senior leader there. We need to manage shock there. Fire Jono, and we may as well fire the last round of HE from the mortar then.
Mm-hmm.
I think. So Miller's going to keep his men, keep your heads down, take off 2 points of shock, and have them keep their heads down. Why? Grizzly puts the machine gun fire on this Italian squad that appeared from nowhere.
Yep. Thought we got rid of them.
We thought
More
we cleared
pop-ups.
that position, but clearly the riflemen must have been just behind the machine gun team supporting them.
Okay, first machine gun. Oh, that's not too bad, is it? Is it long range or?
No, it's within 18, so it's
5?
5.
Let's see if I can do that again.
No, you're on standard 7. 8 is average.
I know. It's like my score report, below average.
So 4 or 5 are shock
There's 1 shock.
and 1 kill. Is it Jensen?
For a second.
You could almost see that.
Yes.
And I've got plenty of shock over here, so they can have a point of shock. But they are still fighting much more effectively and using cover more effectively than that machine gun team did. From the mortar, which has been singularly ineffective, I think we need to start hitting them. Put some cover and fire down for Miller again. And not. So finally, Jono is going to continue his own little personal war with the Elephantino and manage 2 hits, but with a storm of steel, steals 2 hits. 8 point of shock.
So, back to the Italians. Oh, 4, 1.
4 is a senior
1.
leader, and pair of
He
1s.
can get rid of the shock there.
He can, yeah. And he could order the gun to fire in his
And-
3rd one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what he's going to do.
And that leaves you with a 2 to activate a section.
So, 2 1s together to fire Jensen.
So you lost another man, so you're down to 6 riflemen.
10 dice.
And 2 submachine guns at 2 each for 10 dice. Against Miller, who his guys are desperately taking cover in whatever fold of the ground they can find down there.
Long grass.
I take 4 hits, so 2 on each.
I get this image of Kelly's heroes when they're hiding in that ploughed field.
Nothing at all. And 2 points of shock.
Oh, so that takes him up to 6.
Back up to 4, 6 with 7 men.
Good job you took the shock
Good
off.
job, Miller. He's trying to keep his men. It's all right.
And then with your 4,
Take shock off here. I've got
so Nisbal is
2.
going to take 2 shocks off and fire the Elephantino. Oh, wouldn't it be funny if he blows the tank up? I shouldn't jinx it, but I think he deserves it.
So, you hit last time you
I
fired,
did.
didn't you?
I did.
You've got no shock, so you're still +1 to hit. Needing 5s because we're in the open. 6, it's enough. 6 dice versus 6 dice. Ooh, two. Two. It's 0 net hits again, so roll 1 dice, see what the effect is. 2. They take 1 shock and immediately reverses d6. Which is good, because it takes away that +1 for being hit. But you have made Jono go, oh, maybe not. How much did you roll for? Maybe we need to move back so we had a bit more cover again. That little advance didn't seem to play out the way we hoped.
Okay, so back to the Americans.
More in the campaign.
So it's definitely going to be the Italians next. We get pointed chain of command, and then we get a 2, 2, and a 3.
Well, I think Jono's got to carry on his solo war, hasn't he? And Grizzly needs to keep putting covering fire down. Unless we don't do Jono, and Miller keeps keeping it because they're going to get pinned in.
But we could do a 2 on those, can we?
We could do.
And
But then
then
that 2 is...
and then we can use the 2 on those.
We could, yeah.
And then we're just trying to tip the balance.
Yeah. So Miller's
going to
take 2 points of shock off that team to knock them down to 2 on each again.
Yeah.
Because
I'll fire the machine guns here.
Yeah.
That's going to be 8 shots twice.
Yeah. First machine gun. 5. Oh, 6.
6. Which I'm only going to roll 1 now.
Ooh,
7, 8, 9, 10.
10 hits.
That's a bit more like it.
You haven't got 3 points of chain of command, have you? So you'll just have to take in the soft cover. You should do it before we roll to hit if you're going to hit the dirt. Oh dear. 2 dead and 2 shock, I make that.
3 shock.
3 shock. So that takes them up to 4 shock. And there is 2 more dead Fucilieri, but potentially it could be a leader. It's not, just 2 more dead Fucilieri. So we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 men with 4 shock, including the leader. So
that was the 2
spent. And then Murphy's section, who've been quietly doing nothing, are going to get in on the action for a bit. So we've got the submachine gun and still 6 carbines, because no one's done anything over here for a while.
But we need them too.
So the submachine gun, oh, it gets a hit. I haven't managed that for a while. And the carbines get 2 hits, so 3 hits total.
Well,
You've got 2 3-man teams, both with 3 shock.
okay, well, we start with one closest to you, Lee.
Nothing, and 2 on the other one. Nothing. The Americans are struggling to get any traction after that early traction.
Yeah.
They've stalled.
Not
Ooh,
bad,
that's a
not
good
bad at
roll.
all.
I don't really have a choice on that one.
Oh no! Oh yeah, it's got to be him, hasn't it? You want to get... So
Okay.
Jensen is going to take a point of shock off to knock them down to 3, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4 Fucilieri left.
Yep.
2 guys with submachine guns, so 2 each. And because it's on a 3, Jensen will fire his submachine gun. But then you've got 3 shocks, so you will lose 1 dice out of that.
So that gives me 9.
9 dice, hitting on 4s, still be 4 or 5 hits, shouldn't it?
One would hope.
5.
5 hits. That's a kill. And that is 2 points of shock.
Is it the leader?
Is it Miller? It's not Miller, but we are now 6 shock with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 men, so 1 more and we are pinned there, and then we've got no way of getting out of it because we won't be able to move.
Okay, next we're going to do the
And
machine
then
guns
finally
against
1
the-
machine gun team there on 5 dice with 3 points of shock.
So that's
4 dice. But 3 hits.
It's pretty good.
Why
So
can't I have that when I do the show?
1 hit on the 2 is nothing, and 2 hits on the bigger team is a kill. And that kill is not Murphy.
They're slowly whittling down, aren't
They
they?
are slowly whittling down. We are down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Murphy 6 men with 3 shock there. So we're not.
But it's Miller in the middle here in the open, isn't it?
He's and then it is that Elephantino.
Which the entire front is.
Yeah, that is still. We haven't got. Before we were a little bit further
Yeah.
back, but no, that is still fully visible.
So what does that do for us? We've got 5s, wasn't it?
5 with a +1 because you hit us last time. 6 is enough. Another hit.
This little pop gun is really doing well.
So 6 strike dice, needing 5s or 6s on the front armour. 3, you're under pressure.
No pressure, like peer pressure. And I get 3.
3, but it's a 0 hit again, so 0 net effect. 2, 1 shock again, so it takes him up to 2 shock, and it has to reverse another d6. Goes back another 2 inches, and Jono is up to 2 shock, which means there's only a 50-50 chance of activating a crew position. Oof. Unless he can get that shot down.
The Elephantino is winning the battle of the...
Well, because although you're having no effect, you're slamming round after round into the tank.
Back to the Americans then.
So it's going to be you next.
Okay.
Well, I think that's got to be Jono. It's got to be Miller, because we've got to keep that under control. It's got to be Grizzly to keep that machine gun going. The mortar could try to resupply, or we just fire one of the teams over there.
Yeah.
So Red Bull is going to deploy onto the table with the aim of moving up and trying to support Murphy.
Yep.
Miller in the middle will knock 2 points of shock off again as he tries to keep his men steady under that withering fire. Jono is going to take 1 point of shock off, and then his second order is going to activate the main gun to fire HE, but because it has got 1 shock on, it needs a 3 or more to activate that position, otherwise it's stunned. It does. So the gunner is not stunned by those repeated impacts from the Elephantino, and lobs its round in and gets 1 whole hit. It's lost the range. It's a kill though. Is it a leader? No, it's not.
I'll take this one.
Yeah. And Karabach, you probably ought to move down to man the gun. Because I can't remember how many crew. There is a limit on crew.
5 is what they are currently.
Yeah.
But to make it so you can fire.
Oh, like so, yeah.
So they need 3 crew to function at full effect. If it's reduced to 2 crew or fewer, they will not be able to move but continue to target any enemy within their arc. That includes attached leaders though, so if necessary, if another one dies, there is nothing to stop Knishbil moving over and helping to man the gun. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4 carbines from that team. Just put a little bit of fire in. Sturts, yeah, I think we'll put fire in. Well, that was the right choice. 3 hits. So you got, again, it's both 3s, so 2 and 1.
I'll start with 1 on your side.
1 on this side. Nothing, and 2 over there. Always a kill. See if it's a leader. It's not. But you are down to 6 men with 6 shocks. So another point and they'll get pinned. So that's Jono done. And so the last thing is Grizzly.
Yes.
Fire. 7, 8. We'll try and give
Come
some
on.
fire to save
Come
them.
on. Can we get rid of these Italians? Well, that's not bad. That's 4. And if we get 3 on the other, it'd be my average of 7.
Consistency. Yep.
7. Bloody hell.
So 4s or 5s, shock.
3.
3, no 6s. That does put them up to 6 shock.
With 6.
6, 7 men. But it does mean they're losing 3 dice of shooting if you don't manage to take any off over there. That is the Americans done. We really... We stormed forward and seized that, and we tried to storm forward there. And we just
that
stormed.
Elephantino's just stalled everything. The tank's reversing, and all the infantry are saying, "What?" Oh, quite good.
2,
So
3,
4.
4.
Yes, you can pretty much do everything, can't you?
Yeah.
Takes them down to 4. So Jensen takes the shock off, knocks them down to 4, and fire them with the 2 as well.
Ah, okay.
That was because
Oh,
you're not.
right.
I mean, this is almost an immaterial firefight, whereas if you can finish them
Yeah,
off,
good
break
point.
them.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry.
And so that way Jensen takes 2 shock off to knock you down to 4, and then fire. So you've got 4 riflemen and 2 submachine guns.
That's 4. And that's 4 dice there.
And then you've got 4 shock, so you lose 2 off it.
Have I lost 3 of the submachine guns then?
No, because
Oh,
it's on a 2, so Jensen's not active because he's
gotcha.
taking off the
He's
shot.
using both of his to take the shock off.
So you should have, what was it, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, less 2, 6 dice, yeah, hitting on 4s. 3 hits though. What are we down to? We better take 1 on that one and 2 on that one.
Sounds like a plan.
Ooh,
That was lucky.
That, however, is a point of shot. Oh no, it's a kill. Is it Miller?
I was going to say it had to be. I had to re-roll it.
No.
It was.
But they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 men with 4 shock. Miller is still just about keeping them going. But I don't see anywhere they're going to run that's going to get them out of it.
No.
And then, presumably, Kniespiel
Of course.
is going to activate the Elefantino.
Now, the front is still visible. It's just the
Yeah.
side that's
So
obscured.
now it's still a clear target, isn't it? So it's still 5. That is 5, though. That is a hit. So 6 strike dice again. 5s or 6s. Just one turn with 4 or 5.
Like that.
4 sixes.
Jono might be about to lose this fight. 6 dice back. He
2.
stopped 2 of them. 2 hits go through. So dice to see what the
I need
effect.
to do one more. Sorry, I only rolled 5.
Still 2 hits through. That's a 4. So 2 net hits. 1 dice. 1 dice.
Oh, okay. Sorry. 4.
4 is 2 shock and the vehicle is immobilised. So it takes up to 3 shock and it is immobilised, which means all sorts of things. So having already lost its whole machine gun early, they've now had a track blown off and the vehicle is immobilised, which means any subsequent shot the Elefantino inflicts will be doubled. And we only need 1 more shock at the moment to make them bail out. So Jono is in deep doo-doo unless he can knock out that Elefantino.
Oh.
Right, you want to roll some command dice, Justin?
Right, back to the Americans. So we've got
2 points of chain of command. 6.
a 1, 4, 3, and a 3. Right. Well,
Still
we're
no
gonna have to-
medic. We haven't had any wounded, have we?
No.
Right.
I know what it gets collecting the wounds.
So we're
So
going
we
to have
definitely
to.
need a 3 on Jono. Possibly the 1 for the main gun as well. So he can take off 2 shock and fire the main gun. What was that? That was a 3, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, we're going to have to take Miller off, aren't we, in the middle?
Yeah. So
1
Miller
each,
is going to take a point of shock off each team. Knocks them
just
down.
to keep them in it.
Keep them in it.
Grizzly then.
Grizzly is going to keep those machine guns firing to try and save Miller. The first one.
Oh, they all
Is
hit.
that all 8 hits?
Yep.
Right. Followed up by 8 misses.
No, it's going to be another 8 hits because I'm going to go. That would have been the 8 misses. This is going to be 8 hits. Final fire off. Another 4.
So 12 hits. Ooh. Could this be a decisive moment?
Potentially.
So 4s or 5s for shock.
2, 4 shocks.
4 shock, that takes them up to 8.
And a kill.
And 1 kill. Which is it, Jensen?
Oh,
Oh,
it
it
is.
is. Jensen's been hit. And 5, he's been wounded. Jensen got wounded. And then there's 8 shock with 7 men, which means those Italians have been pinned, which
Oh.
might just save Miller. And it's a forced morale for a junior leader wounded. On a 1,
Oh, no one cares.
I
do they?
believe nobody cares.
Jensen, we care. Well, we don't because we're American, but Olaf cares.
So then Jono, we're going to activate Jono on a 3 and he's going to take 2 points of shock off to reduce it down to 1 point of shock on the tank. And then we're going to use the 1 to activate the main gun. And again, because it's got 1 point of shock, it needs a 3 or more to activate. Otherwise, the gun position has been stunned. It's been stunned. Doesn't get to fire.
Oh.
And that is over to the Italians.
Yeah, I wound myself a lot.
Or you could have done without the 6, but you got the 3 and the 1.
I think it almost makes the most sense to
Do
put
that.
that over there, get rid of shock and then the Elefantino.
Well, he's wounded, so he's only got 1 order. So he can either take a point of shock off or have them fire.
Oh, fire then.
Well, you're not going to get a lot of fire.
No, but every little bit helps.
Okay, so Jensen is going to fire. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Fusileries with rifles.
Yep.
We've got 1, 2, 3 submachine guns, because Jensen is firing as well, so that's 6 dice. Then you have got 8 shocks, so you'll lose 4 dice off that. And then you are pinned, so you've got to lose half of that.
Still 3.
Still 3. Could be enough. Just the one hit. Doesn't really matter who we take it on. They're much for much, let's take it on them. No effect.
So they are
Well, let's get
they're
away with it.
feeling the victory. They're just starting to edge forward and the firepower is reducing.
But the Elephantino is going to fire at Jono, who hasn't moved, so you got +1 to hit, because you hit him last time. Needing a 5. Is it still a nice clear target? We haven't been driven back any further, have we? Yeah, it's still a nice clear target. 5 +1, 6. More than enough to hit. 6 strike dice. And any shock we take is doubled.
Because you're immobilised.
But we have reduced it to 1, which might be enough to not abandon the vehicle.
1.
Just 1.
Yeah, it's all it needs.
Okay. Easy. Watch this.
None at all. That is 1 net hit. So 1 dice.
5.
5 is 1 shock and the whole machine gun is destroyed some more. But that shock is doubled, so it puts us back up to 3 and only 1 away from abandoning it. I'm just going to double check that having the same effect again doesn't do anything. I don't think it does.
They're not liking it, are they? Okay, so back to the Americans. So, 2 points of chain of command. So we're now on a hole and 3. Maybe use some of those. A 4, 3, 3, and a 1. So with the 3 on Miller,
is going to take
they're both. That's it. So all the shots
clear all
gone.
the shock off them.
But they remain tactical.
But that's going to keep their heads down there. Then Grizzly is going to continue to give them some covering fire.
Let's see if I can do some good
4
shooting again.
And 4.
Oh, I'm going to do my 7 again, aren't I? So
4 of
that's
the
4.
first one. And the second. Ooh,
Ooh.
7 off the second one. So I'll make that 11 hits all in.
Ouch.
But they are pinned, so they now count as in hard cover, heavy cover. So only 5 is shocked, 6 is killed. Okay.
Ooh.
So that's 2 5s, which is 2 points of shock, which takes them up to 10.
2 dead. But
And
is it
2
needed?
dead. Is it poor old Jensen again? He's been hit once already. No. So 2 Fucilieri, but we need to have a look at that. Because we have now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 men, unless I've missed anyone, with 10 shock, which is doubled. So they will break. So they need to run 2d6 plus 6 away.
10.
10, so they will run just to the other side of the
Wait
hedge.
for us.
And that is a force morale for a unit section breaks. On a 5, section breaks costs a point.
Oh, you're down to 1.
So it leaves you down with just 2 command dice now.
But we're definitely blunting the American attack.
Yeah, I think it might
I know
be.
you stay on. Oh yeah, 1 down to 2 dice on 1. Sorry.
And then it's just Jono, isn't it?
It is just Jono will take 2 points of shock off for his 3, and then we will try and activate the gun. Again, it needs a 3 or more to activate. It does this time. And put that round on the Elephantino. Oh, he's found the range. Suddenly.
5 plus 2.
6 hits on the Elephantino, which is still pinned. Ooh.
Dead.
2 shock and a dead. See if that dead is a leader. It's not, which technically I think means that's wiped out. So that is a team wiped out. Force morale. 6 is 2 points of force morale. is the Italians finally
Game
crumble.
over.
But
Wow.
that was intense.
So let's have a quick, we'll stop for a second and then we'll do a quick
So
debrief.
what I would have done if we hadn't have managed to do that, we've got a full chain of command dice. I could have ended the turn, which means both of these, still broken, would have run off the table, taking a junior leader with them, which would have again forced another forced morale on Olaf, hopefully taking that last point off in this phase.
Very good. Okay, so that is the end of the game, and it is a victory to the USA, to the Americans. So
I think, although it was forced morale, we didn't lose a point, did we?
no,
So 10-0. Despite that, the Italians inflicted quite heavy casualties.
well, they made us stall, didn't they? We moved up quite quickly, and
I don't think there's any doubt, is there, that the Elefantino is quite clearly the man of the match.
yes, absolutely,
Carabaccia.
yes. So well done, Carabaccia. You are today's man of the match with the Elefantino. Well, the points on those Sherman, he's kept it at bay the whole time, hasn't he? And actually stopped the Sherman from doing anything else.
From influencing anything else.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought it was a really good game. I really enjoyed that.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. And given that the Italians are supposedly the underdogs, I think holding up the Americans for as long as they did was impressive.
And it, you know, it feels really thematic, doesn't it? That actually they're trying to hold this bit of ground. We've got rid of one unit. We've made an advance. Then bugger, there's another unit that's popped up and started opening fire. And effectively, it's just held us in the middle. It's just those medium machine guns, isn't it? Those
The
30.
two LMGs,
Yeah.
I wonder, as ever with hindsight, whether reinforcing that position under fire from the LMGs was the wrong thing to do, because you didn't have enough firepower to wipe them out in one
Yeah.
go. Miller in the open.
Yeah.
But would they have done any more over the other side? The only other thing was, obviously, it was only 3 support points, but the little light tank never got up. It probably would have suffered for the Sherman, but it might have detracted the fire from the Elefantino for a bit.
Possibly. I think, yes, I probably overestimated the potential for doing things, but the fact that I only had 5 dice and got a lot of 5s and 6s.
Yeah, did take away the options.
Yeah, because there's a couple of times when you had limited dice and you were just rolling 6, 5 and 1. You did that 2 or 3 times, didn't you?
Again, hindsight, you got 8 dice from twin machine guns there. For the same points, you could have had a dug-in and or medium machine gun, which potentially medium machine gun over there, dug in, or even over here, could have been useful.
But it's all part of playing.
The benefit of
Italian
hindsight,
side.
isn't it?
It was a fun game, irrespective of how it turned out.
Yes, much closer than the force morale difference suggested.
But there we go. This was a bit of a practice game so that we could learn more about chain of command. And you wanted to learn a bit more about your Italians before we do our qualified success campaign in the near future.
Exactly.
But I certainly had really good fun seeing the Elefantino and the Sherman have a fight. It was just awesome because it's so ludicrous. It was funny, but it was so good, wasn't it, to watch? But yeah, I certainly enjoyed it. Hopefully you did at home. If you did, give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. Don't forget you can support us on Patreon and join as a commander on the battlefield or as part of one of the teams. You can support us by buying us a coffee if you just want to say thank you and support the channel, or be a member on YouTube. But thank you for watching. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up, and we shall see you all again soon. Thanks, guys. Really good match.